Learning farms. During Hitler's or Germany's, it's communism. It's kind of like Russia, but there were learning farms. Farms set up. They were built absolutely perfectly nice, set up with everything that you could possibly ever need. And people would go there, and they would learn. Like if America wanted to learn how to farm, or if someone from Germany would want to learn how to farm, they would go there and they would farm for about 6 months or a year, and they would learn how to farm, and they would be taught very well by experts, or at least the best, or at least very good people that knew how to farm. Communist or whatever. It was kind of like the communist regime, but everything was fine. Like I said, people have this idea of communism. No, it's not. It was not ever like that. It was, with the greatest respect, with the greatest care, people would go to these farms that would have good equipment, good everything in repair, and they would learn how to farm. Like I said, some of these farms would see people from Britain. They would see people from Germany. They would see people from Russia, even people from China. There was even Chinese people inside some of these houses. And these houses were located somewhere in the world, like in Germany or in Afghanistan or somewhere. And they would learn on these farms, and then they would go build a farm or something like that and teach the local populace as well as just farm. They were like givers to humanity, like you might call them. And now, like I say, when people would go Heil Hitler, they really weren't saluting Adolf Hitler exactly. At least I don't think they were. I think they were actually saluting me because I was leader. I was creator of democracy, creator of communism. We were trying out different systems to see which system would work the best. I was very open. My people were very open. It's like, well, people from China, people from Russia, we were all very open. It's like, well, let's try this out, see how this works. Like the learning farm. So a perfect farm was built, absolutely like perfect. With the best from Russia or the best from Germany or the best from America. It would have the best. Everything was made the best. Perfect tile, perfect everything. It was like a test farm kind of thing. And they also like adjusted, and also that farm, or some of these farms, this farm in this video that I uploaded to my Facebook, the tile was all done right. And I forget exactly when it started, when that particular farm was built. It was one of the things I went over. I was like, well, let's go ahead and build this farm, and it'll be like a school farm, So they built like 3 or 4 of them, where people could go learn how to farm on these farms and live there. You live, you work, you learn. And Hitler might have even have learned on one of these farms, Adolf Hitler. Like I say, there were also like research facilities that were set up to be the perfect research facilities. And you would learn from some expert. Children. Like I said, they didn't really have schools like they used to have. The communist motto was to learn by doing. You learn by doing it. So, like if you wanted to learn how to be a ring maker, you would learn by actually making some rings and stuff. And you'd get better or whatever, or you would choose a career. Like you'd be like, I want to make rings for the rest of my life. And so you'd go to a school, communist, and you would learn everything about rings. Everything about how to make the ring, how to pour the metal, how to set the stone, how to choose the stone, everything there is to do with rings. It's kind of like a company, like if you're going to go to work for Mitsubishi, instead of hiring experts, they make experts. So it's communism. It's how to expedite the world, basically. It was one of the systems we tried. It was one of the systems I thought of. I was like, let's try this. And so, me, the inventor of steam, inventor of flight, farm, constructed. And it would just be done. And so, anyway, like I said, the Communist Party, the true and real Communist Party. I mean, Lithuanians. Like I said, all these groups, they were all just basically flying underneath my flag. I mean, underneath what I was. Science, technology, everyone doing their part, the cogs intermeshing in society. There was, I mean, in the communist system, you could be like, oh, I want to be a ring maker. And, okay, you're going to go be a ring maker. Or, you just fill out this piece of paper and you turn it in, and next thing you know, you're on a bus to some school to learn rings, or some mine to learn how to mine for gold, or whatever, whichever. If you want to mine for gold, if you want to be a miner, or if you want to just work on just this, you would learn that portion of what you want to do. There's bricklayers and all that other stuff, but I mean, usually it's building and stuff, and usually with the communist and German system, you would kind of upgrade. It's kind of like India meets Germany meets Russia. Different systems. People would just pick their own, basically. It's like, well, we're going to try this, we're going to do this, and then people would come off of all that. And then they would go and do their own little thing in their own little country. It's not, no war, no fighting, no problems. It's a communist system, so what? It's an American system, so what? It's like just people living lives. And so, I mean, I was leader for all, leader for everyone, creator, inventor, creator of democracy, creator of the financial system, creator of communism. I'm the creator of humanity. We're endoskeletons. So, anyway, like I said, I was a really open leader. I am a really open leader. I'm like, I mean, we did this in Rome. We did this in Egypt. This works. I mean, I knew about a lot of stuff before. I was a very, very old entity in life form, like billions of years. Some say it's a restart for me. I don't really know. Like I say, it's just, it's something I did a long time in the past. Now I'm human or a person, and it's like, and it's funny, like I say, Kennedy tried to put me in a coma and lobotomize me. Oh, thanks. I'm the real Lucifer, and changed my name to Brian and everything. It's like, we were open. I mean, anyone from old communist China. Like, it's just, they were hungry. They wanted food. Germany and other people taught them how to eat, how to grow rice. Rice isn't even natural. It's actually a genetically created crop. It was something else, and they changed it and made it better. Anyway, not very easy. Like I said, there was times in the past when there was no food here. It was practically barren wasteland. They had to grow and change and learn technology and do things that weren't possible before. There were thousands, millions of people that starved, or they just didn't have babies. It wasn't until later on when we could get things like rice and other things. We had to actually create it, invent it, or breed it or whatever. It's genetics. Like I said, it kind of was easier because I had other races, I had other life forms. Life isn't new. I was the creator of 9 races, so when I was here, I was like, let's see if we can get this. And it also uses like end humanity. That's why you're all basically my children. That's why I'm your leader, because I'm basically your father. Just most people don't know it. So, I mean, North Koreans, it's because Kennedy or someone was confused. They didn't understand. I mean, even Hitler technically tried to kill me or whatever. I don't really know. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not going to say that he tried to kill me. I mean, one of the great leaders, like I said, there was really some problem. Someone thought things and didn't understand the situation.